Your old fridge hums like it's dying, the ice maker's been on vacation for months, and every time you reach in for lettuce, it's either half frozen or mushy beyond saving. If that sounds like your current kitchen situation, trust me, you're not the only one. Choosing the right refrigerator these days feels like gambling with a four-figure budget. You want reliability, performance, and design. But what you often get is noise, repair bills, and customer service nightmares. That brings us to the Frigidaire GRSS2352AF, a sleek side-by-side refrigerator that promises over 22 cubic feet of organized storage, bright LED lighting, filtered water and ice from the door, and an even temp TM cooling system designed to eliminate hot and cold spots once and for all. But does it live up to the promise? Or is it just another good-looking appliance with a short lifespan and a long hold time with customer support? In this video, we're diving deep into the real-world experience of the Frigidaire 33-inch side-by-side refrigerator. We'll talk about the design choices, performance under pressure, user convenience, cleaning realities, and the not-so-small frustrations that some buyers have reported, including one that made a customer swear off Frigidaire forever. If you're thinking of dropping over $1,300 on this model, don't even think about clicking Buy Now before watching this full review. And yes, there's a link below if you want to check the current deal, especially if you're eyeing that stainless steel finish. Stick with me, because in the next section, we're opening those doors and taking a close look at the build quality, layout, and design decisions that make or break a fridge at this price point. Let's talk about the physical presence of the Frigidaire GRSS2352AF, because when you spend over $1,300 on a refrigerator, it better not just chill your food, it should elevate your entire kitchen space. At 33 inches wide and standing 70 inches tall, this side-by-side fridge commands attention without overwhelming your kitchen. The stainless steel finish is fingerprint resistant, giving it that modern, clean look without needing constant wipe downs. It's got just enough industrial edge to feel professional, but smooth enough to blend into any home setup. Whether you've got quartz countertops or classic wood cabinets, open the doors, and you're greeted by bright LED lighting that actually lets you see everything inside, even that jar of mustard that always hides in the back. The side-by-side layout gives you immediate access to both fresh and frozen items, which is a lifesaver if you're constantly cooking or meal prepping. It's a layout that makes sense for people who don't want to bend over to dig through a freezer drawer every day. You've got 22.2 cubic feet of total storage capacity, with just over 14 cubic feet for fresh food and nearly 8 for the freezer. Inside, the fridge is organized with wire shelves, clear door bins, and 2 crispers that are actually sealed to help block out dry air, keeping your produce fresher, longer. It's not the most luxurious interior, and we're talking wire shelves, not glass, but it's functional and easy to clean. Now, let's be real. Some buyers have noted that the space between the shelves isn't adjustable enough for taller items, and the door bins can feel a bit flimsy if you're heavy-handed. Also, there's no counter depth option here, so it does protrude slightly from standard cabinetry, not a deal breaker for most, but worth knowing. The external water and ice dispenser is placed high enough for pitchers, and the interface is simple. No fancy digital touchscreens, just push-button controls. That simplicity might feel dated to some, but for others, it means fewer things that can go wrong. All in all, the Frigidaire GRSS2352AF strikes a balance between form and function. It's not trying to be a luxury appliance, it's aiming to be practical, dependable, and visually sharp. Next up, real-world performance. How well does this fridge actually keep your food cold and your ice maker working? That's where things get interesting. So how does the Frigidaire GRSS2352AF actually perform in a real kitchen? Let's get into the everyday experience, the things you notice once the delivery guys are gone, and it's just you, your groceries, and this fridge. One of the standout features here is the even temp TM cooling system. This isn't just a buzzword, it's a system that circulates air evenly throughout both the fridge and freezer compartments, helping to prevent those frustrating warm spots that wilt your lettuce and those frozen zones that turn your eggs into ice balls. That's a big win for families who stock up for the week and don't want to gamble with food safety or quality. The crisper drawers have a sealed design to help maintain humidity, and while they're not high-end soft close bins, they do the job. Your fruits and veggies get the environment they need, and you won't find yourself throwing out as much spoiled produce. Now, let's talk about the ice and water dispenser, a major convenience for busy households. The Pure Pour TM filter cuts down on contaminants and actually makes water taste clean, not plasticky. You get cubed and crushed ice options at the press of a button, and the water flow is strong enough to fill a glass or a pitcher quickly. That said, some users have complained about the ice maker jamming up, especially if you don't use it regularly. It's something to keep in mind if you rely on ice daily. The automatic defrost feature means you won't have to manually thaw your freezer, and the interior stays relatively frost-free. It's a set-it-and-forget-it convenience that really matters over time. However, one buyer had a serious breakdown just 8 months in, going through multiple repair attempts and reporting that Frigidaire's customer service was slow and frustrating. That kind of experience isn't the norm, but it's definitely a red flag if post-purchase support is something you care about. Another useful feature is the door ajar alarm. Great if you've got kids who love to raid the fridge and forget to close it. It's loud enough to catch your attention, but not obnoxious. In terms of cooling, this unit holds temp well, even when you're loading it with groceries. No lag, no dramatic temp swings. It's not silent, but the compressor hum is fairly low and blends into background kitchen noise. Up next, usability, cleaning, and daily maintenance. Is this fridge easy to live with, or just another chore to manage? Let's break it down. Living with the Frigidaire GRSS2352AF, day-to-day feels mostly smooth. But it's not without a few quirks. Let's talk usability first. The layout is straightforward, which many people appreciate. You're not dealing with complicated compartments or confusing touchscreens. The shelving is basic wire in the freezer and glass in the fridge, and while the space is well organized, taller items can be tricky to fit. You might need to get creative with bottle placement or remove a shelf entirely if you like storing large jugs or pitchers upright. The external dispenser is easy to use, with separate options for water, cubed, and crushed ice. The buttons are mechanical, not digital, so there's less that can go wrong, but they do feel a bit old school. That's a trade-off between reliability and aesthetic, and it's up to your preferences. The ice bin is located in the freezer door, which saves shelf space but can occasionally cause jams, especially if you're not emptying it regularly. When it comes to cleaning, this fridge holds up well. The stainless steel exterior is fingerprint resistant, so it doesn't require constant polishing. A huge bonus if you've got kids or pets brushing against it all day. Inside, the bins and shelves are removable and easy to wipe down with warm, soapy water. Just know that wire shelving in the freezer isn't as easy to clean as glass. Crumbs and spills can get caught in the gaps. The LED lighting does its job well, illuminating both compartments clearly and helping you find that leftover lasagna without needing a flashlight. There's also a water filter indicator to remind you when it's time to replace the Pure Pour TM filter, which is a nice touch for keeping things safe and tasting fresh. Now for a few limitations. This unit doesn't have adjustable temperature control in the form of a digital display. It's more old school with manual dials, which can be less precise. There's also no Sabbath mode, no vacation mode, and no child lock, so it's not the most feature-packed model in that regard. That said, it's easy to maintain. With basic upkeep, wiping down the shelves monthly, checking the ice maker, and swapping filters on schedule, it should run steadily for years. Now, let's wrap it all up. I'll give you the final verdict, a quick summary of the pros and cons, and help you decide whether this is the fridge for you. So, is the Frigidaire GRSS2352AF worth your hard-earned money? If you're looking for a reliable, no-fuss side-by-side refrigerator with solid cooling, decent storage, and a clean stainless steel look, it checks the right boxes. It's not flashy, but it's functional. Just be aware. Customer support can be hit or miss, and the ice maker might need occasional attention. Bottom line, if you value simplicity and storage without paying for luxury features, this fridge delivers. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment sharing your worst fridge fail or your favorite kitchen upgrade this year.